And welcome back everyone to Stronghold Academy Showcase Season 3. I am Incurie, joined today by my sorry, by my mate Snuck Hiren for the senior bracket. Coming right in with Quick Claw against Pandemonium. How are you doing, Snuck Hiren?
We're doing all right. Watching these players, climb the ranks, climb the tournament ladder is always fun, especially with the interesting games we've been seeing so far.
Yeah, some very interesting games. And now, since we are going to bracket, we are jumping into best of 5. So the sets will be way less volatile than best of 3, and we'll be able to see more modes, more action, pretty much more everything.
Yes, agreed. The thing is, we've been doing 4 rounds of Swiss. A lot of these players are probably tired or warmed up. We'll have to see which is the case when we get into these matches. But, well, I think we've all been there. We've all played a long tournament that's done Swiss rounds into a bracket. We all know the pain of feeling risk take after a couple of those sets, huh?
And yeah, we all do, but stamina is obviously a skill you need to have if you're going far in your competitive career.
Yeah, indeed. Let's just hope that these guys are feeling the burn and they're ready for it.
Yep, and kicking things off, we will play our first game on the Museum d'Alfonsino. It will be a Rainmaker battle. So very open map. You kind of have only one path, which is on the right. And once you have secured your checkpoint, you can go either on the right or on the left of the spinner, but it's kind of the same. So it's basically just one big choke point once you reach the checkpoint.
Yeah, I agree. Although I think, honestly, I'm going to say it, spinner is one of the most interesting parts of the map in the museum. Like, all 3 spinners. It's always interesting to fight around those. Because, well, paintable walls. We love those. But, yeah, like, I mean, it's definitely a challenge to get up on the plat and past the spinner. That is probably one of the biggest challenges to get through when it comes to pushing with the Rainmaker, especially if the enemy team has managed to charge a couple specials to fend you off. But at that point, it becomes a bit of a test of patience over everything else.
Yeah, definitely. You need resources if you want to push on this one, and just jumping from one side to the other of the spinner is not going to do much. But one thing that the spinner does really well is annoying backliners. I can say that with confidence because I am a backline player, and yeah, it really throws off some defenses. But at the same time, if you don't have the correct cycle, it can be really annoying if you're trying to push.
Yeah, definitely. Because like you finish a fight, you get the Rainmaker, but then suddenly the spinner is in a diagonal shape, so you can't actually make the jump with the Rainmaker, even if you squid roll, and you just like sat there waiting. Like, come on, dude, I don't have all day. Please, let me in.
I won the fight. Can I just push, please?
Yeah, please, we won 5. Please just let me on plat. I request entrance. Oh my goodness.
Just waiting for the teams to be ready and jump. Oh, never mind. Just had to ask.
Yeah. Well, like, we get sucked in. There we go. Oh, wow, okay. Well, actually, that's a surprise from Quick Claw, and actually Pandemonium hasn't changed their comp at all this tournament, I don't think. Arnu coming in straight away with a hard right flank, trying to get some attention. Actually, does get a couple of people to look at them, getting the pop for their team. And now we have we're just going to promptly enter a fairly like standard skirmish for the mid. Left side, Frozen Pro is going to push in Pandemonium because we're looking for a fight. Will also back up. And no pick so far after 30 seconds, which is a bit surprising.
Yeah, it's very, very neutral. You said Pandemonium, sorry. It was Quick Claw who got the pop, but pop isn't a very, very important thing on that map. Since the Rainmaker is upwards on the spinner, you don't ink that much. And yeah, we got Arnub on that right side, now going left to throw off this and forcing the charger out. It is just one kill and one jump out. There's no push. Okay, never mind. Quick Claw is jumping in and going on the right. The jump window was missed.
Oh my goodness. Like, I mean, honestly, that Anu did it. In fact, clear space. He did a great job of keeping the team, like, keeping both like their mid and back lines back. What a grenade! What a bomb from Anu! Fantastic throw, well timed to prevent the pickup. And now I do believe that Quickclaw is actually going to be re-enable that push. Anu going in actually, unfortunately, does get crit by the sword, but again has created enough space for their team to take positions. And the Zip is coming in, trying to get something on Hixia. Does in fact actually get the splash damage and comes back. And wow, okay, fairly just one player exchange there. So yeah, we're back to neutral again. Welcome to Smash, I guess.
welcome back to neutral position. That's it. Pandemonium still being in a position to kind of fight and throw people off. That's a nice -2. Oh, the pro died from, I guess, a bomb, but that enables Pandemonium to really rush in. Even though Flint is there with the hammer ready, getting punished right after by the Zikofin. That's going to be a hard push for Pandemonium. They don't have a lot of options to go in.
Yeah, they do have the ramp set up here, but unfortunately, that hammer triple has in fact stalled them enough to force them to reconsider their options. They do actually get the check break, and now we need to see how quickly they react. Yes, they've used all their resources to try and clear plat. Unfortunately, Anu does get picked off.
Oh, that's an important cancel on the hammer, but another one is another guy is flanking. That's a nice kill on the duties, and it enables Pandemonium to go to 27 points left. That's a massive push, and it's not going to be easy to go further than this.
Agreed. Flint will make the decision to jump off there. Actually, no, it wasn't that bad. They had cooler, so that decision was actually a good idea to get the pressure off of their plat for a second and put it in a favorable position for them to try and push it out, to push the rain and make it out. Now looks at that 2v1 on the left, takes it. The Whales from Anu actually managed to get 2. Hixia will actually get 2 with the assistance of their team, and now has the opportunity to push. Oh my goodness, almost gets crushed by the Rainmaker shield. Whoops. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
That was a close call, but yeah, Quickclaw on the back foot right now. 1 minute and 30 seconds left, and they don't have the lead. They don't even have the first checkpoint, which is very hard to get since the defense can be there pretty quickly. But they finally get that checkpoint. But it's -2 in their player list, so it won't be pushing further than this. And yeah, Pandemonium can just go back to mid. They have the players, they have the resources, and Quickclaw, we just have Anu on that left side, on that left plat, almost dying, but still there to defend.
Yeah, no, Anu, oh my goodness. I mean, I say Anu managed to keep space, which they were, but unfortunately Pandemonium is able to get a very good explosion off and managed to get another big chunk of their store down. Unfortunately for Quickclaw, this is now a very tough situation, and Shelinx is, oh, okay, I think they just misinputted and didn't press the jump button. Unfortunate, that happens sometimes. Yeah, now, again, Quickclaw is in a very bad situation. They are likely to go into overtime here. Oh my goodness, the Whales doing a load of damage, but Cosney will, in fact, actually manage to get the pick. Triple missile coming out as well. That's not good. Quickclaw needs to react quickly to actually avoid losing players. They lose 2. And now, again, Pandemonium has the advantage with another Remaker push, potentially. Unless they intend to just play a little more passively. We'll have to see.
Yeah, I mean, with 10 seconds left, you don't have a lot of other options. You just play passively. You just don't even try to push. It can just bring you harm for the moment. And 5 seconds left. We have Anu trying a move, but yeah, getting held off. And that's going to be game 1 for Pandemonium with, honestly, relative ease.
I mean, yeah, very dominant showing at the end, unfortunately. Like, unfortunate for Quickclaw, I think that just a couple of things went wrong for them. I think maybe a couple bit of timings, but, like, apart from that, I do believe that they were putting on a pretty good show for what they were doing. Like, it's just, I think it was just, like, again, you're going up against a team that has a lot of range. You're gonna have to pick your fights.
Yeah, I mean, they were especially strong in neutral. I believe they lost, like, maybe 2 or 3 neutral positions, and only 2 of them led to actual pushes. So yeah, that was very well played of them, and they managed to just keep their ground. Even though they lost like 1, 2, or 3 players, there were only always 1, 2 players left to defend and just stop any kind of offensive moves by Quick Law.
Yeah, agreed. And the Charger on multiple occasions making the right decision to jump out when they were getting pushed.
And that's a very important asset for a Charger. You need, I mean, even though you won't get a lot of specials, that's why you need to jump off. You need your specials to stay, and even though you lose the fight, just keep it secure, keep your special. It's really important, especially Ink Strike. Like, you can stop a push by yourself just because you have Strike.
Agreed. Yeah, it's one of the. I mean, it's considered one of the best specials for a reason. And the other thing is, like, just Charger on its own, it can just exert so much pressure if it's in the right spot. Even if it's alone, it has the chance to just completely flip a push on its head just by taking out the Rainmaker carrier. Like, say they're on the top left of their spawn, you know, the top right wall on the museum. Like, if they're there, magically getting a hit on the Rainmaker, trying to rush down the choke, that can easily put the enemy team in a very bad spot quickly, because they have to quickly pop the Rainmaker while their team is respawning.
Yeah, definitely, and that's going to be the most important one. Like, choke points are always like the place where a game is decided, because you either pass or you're not, or you don't, and that comes down to how much the enemy team is able to defend your push. If they have the resources to do so, like if they have a Zuki, if they have strikes, you won't get the choke point. Just play to force the opponent's team to use that resource, so it's wasted and you can go back to pushing. And for the moment, with the comp we're seeing, Quick Claw don't have a lot of resources to stop those pushes with, like during a choke point. While Pandemonium still got strikes, still got missiles, but Quick Claw just have a crab, honestly.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, definitely looking at the weapon comp though, I think Quick Claw is aiming to outpaint mainly, because like if you look at the weapons, the paint is a little lacking on the side of Pandemonium, and I do believe they're trying to make profit of that by giving themselves a lot more space to play around. Yeah, okay. Oh my goodness, yeah, okay, yeah, no, I was expecting something there. I wasn't certain who was coming out on top there, because, like, I saw that the cooler was ready. You saw the cooler was ready, I wasn't sure who would come out on top. And now we have an actual, oh my goodness, yeah, we have a push starter here coming out from Quick Claw. Specials on the line, cooler ready. And, yeah, brush is already on your plat. Something needs to be done quickly, otherwise Quick Claw might just snowball here. Rushing down, gets the charger. Decides to hold back. Yeah, no, this is a classic brush moment of leaving the brush unattended, and this is what happens. You get a pest on your snipe. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's just poke and run. If you know Sonic and Smash are the exact same thing. Brush is just going to jump on you, hit a few hits, go back to save to heal a bit, and just kill you right off because it's just way too fast for you. But honestly, very solid defense by Pandemonium. Only 60 points left. 40 points in the back for Quick Claw. They're still coming. The push is still holding for the moment, but I mean,
the crab. Yeah, that crab was a very bit risky, but it actually worked out for them. Unfortunately, Hixie does in fact get shot down pretty quickly after by Cosme. Cosme getting another pick as well on the heavy, but again, oh no, Flint getting revenge from the grave with a wave break of shockwave. And the cooler is allowing Quick Claw to just quickly come back and re-establish themselves on the front line. This is like classic how you play tower. This is like standard play. This is standard play stuff. I've said the same thing 3 times. Oh, not pass it off.
I mean, Quick Claw is just always there. There's always one player able to just pivot, offer a position to jump. Maybe not right now. They're coming back to tower, but from behind, from the mid. That's a nice pick by the heavy Splatling. Can they hold on to that tower? No, they're being stopped by the sword, by the notes. That's a -2, but both players have some specials. They have a crab, they have some killaways. They can just temporize a bit and get the push going.
I mean, I notice how they're trying to play for possession of the tower. They want that special charge. They want as many specials as they can to try and just, like, overwhelm them. and it's working. Unfortunately, like you're seeing players are getting stuck between like trying to avoid the crab, trying to avoid the whale that's being popped at the same time, and there's no other way to describe this. But like the second you see one of the players of Pandemonium show up, they are being overwhelmed with bombs and specials. But looks like the script is about to might just flip. Pandemonium now have a position of tower, and well, now we see Quicklaw on the back foot. Let's see how they handle it. Only trying to maintain paint on plat. Sorry.
Yeah, they need to maintain paint on plat, and they need to, I mean, gather the few resources they have to try to stop the push. The crab is there, but crab is kind of menaced by the sword jumping in, stopped by the dualies. That's a nice kill, and -2 and quick defense. Only 66 points left. Still going for Pandemonium, but they're losing some players quickly.
Yeah, no, that was a really good wave breaker from Flint there, making it very awkward for the Frozen Pro to approach, given that it was forcing it to commit to a jump RNG shot, and the ends up also losing a fight in the mid to the zip. What? Okay, that might a bit of a lag moment, I think. I don't know. Apparently they got the pick with the force. I don't know. I didn't realize that we had a like Squid Jedi in the game.
Anyway, back to defense for Quicklaw, and I mean they're still rocking in defense. They're holding off to their position so strongly. I mean, Heavy is very solid, and on the other side you have Brush, you have Julie's just going around, swarming, dancing around Pandemonium's push, and disabling completely their resources, forcing players to focus on them rather than on the push.
Agreed. Like yeah, no, the both the dualies and the Brush are playing very aggressive and off angles, whereas you've got the Enzap and the Heavy that are taking just holding the front. And again, another push comes out from Pandemonium, but they go 3 down. The only person left and it's over. I don't even get to finish my sentence. That's how quickly Pandemonium was getting shot down there, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, that was the last round's push, and they got -3 so quickly. And Quicklaw with the tie, going to 1-1.
Yeah, they took the first punch, and looks like they're going to swing back very hard. Because again, the defensive, like, I think one thing to note was the amount of times Flint went to the top right, and is just able to hold there. Like, trying to contest a mini there is very difficult if you don't have him, if you can't get control of plat. Because if Mini doesn't need to worry about somebody coming from the left, then they can pretty much just concentrate purely ahead of them, and that's ideal. Because then they don't have to divert their shots.
Yeah, definitely. We will see how it goes, but yeah, back to Splatoon Barnacle and Dime. I mean, we've seen that map previously, like just the set before, and it was brutal. Pandemonium got the win pretty much on one push. And the very important thing on Barnacle and Dime, if you're getting pushed, if you're being locked up in your spawn, just be aware of what options you have, of what you can do to get out, because it's really not impossible to get out of your spawn on Barnacle and Dime. Even if you're being like completely pressured, you have a lot of ways to go. You can drop instantly on your spawn, go a little bit on the right, then drop, go full right on the same level as the zone, and get people from above. You have a lot of options. You just need to be aware of them, and keep your specials. Like, just keep your options, keep your resources, and you'll be fine. You just need some patience.
Yeah, patience is key. Absolutely. There's no better way to put it. Just like playing patiently, waiting for the right moment to use your special, and using them like to the best you can in the moment is certainly the best way to get back in. It's just like you don't want to rush it, because like if you rush in, there's a chance you miss someone and you get shot in the back while you're trying to focus forward.
And yeah, just don't be scared of the points ticking down for the other team. I mean, if they're pushing from 100, 0 will be there like in probably more than a minute. So you have time to build everything up. You have a lot of time. Don't forget that. And yeah, as I said, be patient.
The game may be fast-paced, but the timer is not. The 1 second is still 1 second. So you're like, so understand how much time you have and work with it. I'm just interested to see what comp changes we see out here, because like after the difficulties Pandemonium had, no comp change from Quicklaw. Does Pandemonium make a switch? No. Okay, we are going to be butting heads this set. I do believe. I think we're just going to be seeing a very like headstrong approach from both teams in this regard. But maybe Quicklaw's got the secret down. You see the brush on the left side already taking plat. Oh my goodness, with an early trade, high value with a 2 down for Pandemonium, and now they're on the back foot. 3 down. Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Only one squid standing, being the Nautilus.
I think we might. Oh my goodness. Very, very efficient cooler. Already, everybody has it.
Oh, that's a nice bomb. That's a nice bomb, and the note is going to go forward. Yep, very nice kill. That's a -2. Even though Quicklaw got the cooler, it's already another kill, -3. And yeah, they take this one so efficiently, and that's a delayed wipeout.
I think one of them got out. Actually. I think, not sure. Yeah, well, Hixia actually might. Hixia might live. Oh, unfortunately, no. Was forced to use Crab to survive. But here we go. We have Whale. We have bombs. Anu trying to make something happen on the flank, trying to help. Yeah, no, Alexa back up. But again, the zone has been neutralized, yet players are in position. We'll see, you have to see, this is neutral once again. Missiles come out.
Missiles come out, get some space. Charger on that right side, the Pro is going down. Quicklaw are in a position to fight, but no, the Rainy is there, the triple King Strike are there too. Rush is alone on that right side to try and do something, getting punished for it.
Yeah, no, to actually get a trade, I wouldn't complain. I'm a brush player myself. But here we go. Again, standing your ground is going to be key here. A Crab's come out for Hixia, attempting to defend themselves, get shredded, but oh my goodness, counters with a good dodge roll into a couple shots, and that puts the zip down, and now it's 3v4. Quicklaw is going to look to reclaim the zone with a Wavebreaker active as well, along with Cooler. This is a very strong retake to actually get themselves some space with some breathing room with penalty.
Okay, now the question is, can Pandemonium bring that back? They have the lead, they just need to take the zone, and they do it, but they're losing kind of a lot of play. Quicklaw, heavy, is the last squid standing. People are jumping to them, but yeah, it's a tough position to be in. You're kind of locked up onto that plat with people coming from everywhere.
Yeah, no, the plat is definitely a difficult part to get a hold of, but once you do, it's a very strong power position. But it looks like Pandemonium is giving it up once again. The Crab going with long shots, and just such pressure coming from Quicklaw. Again, they are just being able to take their plat back so quickly. Very aggressive play coming out from Hixia, looking to get a shot on the Pro. Doesn't get anything, unfortunately, but isn't going to jump out immediately. We'll have to see how they try and handle this.
Okay, they jump back instantly to a teammate, so that's a very good move to not completely jump out, but just to a teammate that's a bit further in the back. That enables you to be in the fight so much quicker in a healthy position, and that worked out very well for Quicklaw. They have the zone. The penalty is going down slowly but surely, but be careful because you're losing the zone. Pandemonium was in a position to retake it.
Indeed. But unfortunately, I do believe Quicklaw catches that and quickly repaints. Missiles are coming out from Pandemonium. We'll have to see how they react. Strikes as well. Looks like it's going to at least neutralize the zone. We're going to have to see 2 go down on the side of Quicklaw. Can they at least recover and stand their ground? We'll have to, I'm not sure what... Ooh, actually, no. Wavebreaker is actually going to, like, at least halt the push a little bit to give themselves some space. A couple of players get marked. Flint, again, trying to keep the team in this fight with some space taking. Cooler has also come out, so we're going to have to see how the push goes. 2 players on the left side, known as neutralized, and Pandemonium once again trying to take down the... trying to take themselves out, take themselves home here.
I mean, they have everything they need, they have the lead, they don't have any penalty, and Quicklaw are locked up for the moment. There's only one squid standing, being the brush. It was close, but not close enough, and that's going to be game 2. Pandemonium. That was a very cool game.
Yeah, it was a very strong back and forth. Like, you saw, like, Quicklaw was easily able to retake their stacks, and just unfortunately, I think they were struggling on the hold. Like, because, like, you saw a lot of the displacement specials came out, and, like, Pandemonium was really quick to act on any of the displacement, like, forced movement from their players. So, I think that's mainly the reason for that one. Going the way it did.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to another completely different map. I mean, Umami kind of, it's kind of the same as Barnacle and Dime. It's very, very flat. But at the same time, we're going to Clown Blade, so you have to move. It's probably the mode where you move the most. And at the same time, it's the mid is way more obfuscated than on Barnacle and Dime.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more room to play for a lot of weapons, but we just have to see how they try and approach the objective, because the clam spawns on Umami are like the basket isn't far from mid, so it's very easy if you lose like 2 to 3 players, it can be very easy for the enemy team to push you back into your base and keep you there for as long as the team needs to score.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the basket is very far from your spawn and very close to mid. That's why it's so easy to put some pressure on the defense's shoulders. But at the same time, the wipeout is kind of hard to get on this one, because you need to be super coordinated with your team, because the mid is completely split. So it's kind of hard to make a very coordinated push. You can't go like 4 on the same side. It's just not possible. You'll get completely reversed if you do this most of the time. So it's a tricky map. It's a tricky map if you want to do a very great push. But once you are in a solid position, it's tough to get you off.
Agreed. Especially like if you play well with your like passing clams up. If you manage to get somebody, like, you know, the block jump that gets you onto grates and then onto the enemy dome, like that jump is really good. If you're able to pass a clam up to someone like a Dooley or a Brush who manages to rush up there, it can be really a really safe way to secure a score, and then start taking down your timer. But of course, like, one of the main things that people tend to struggle with with clams is keep having a good enough clams to actually make a big push. Big pushes are always hard to pull off, but if they get pulled off, it can set you for the entire match.
Yeah, completely agreed on that one. But honestly, we'll see how it goes, because it will again depend on the composition. If the comp stay the same, I think Wicklow will have a big advantage, because running around like they do with their brush, with their dualies, is massive in here. You can make the opponent lose so much time, and we have some players staying in their kettle apparently.
Little shy lads, come on, it's just a game. Either way, we see, again, a very off-angle drop immediately from Arnhem, looking to get some off-angles, meeting the pro head-on and actually coming out unscathed despite the range difference. Oh, no, oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, no, and, well, Arnhem doing exactly what a Brush wants to do, keep the enemy occupied while somebody else comes in to finish the job. So now, I think we're going to see Quicklaw kick into high gear with a cooler.
I mean, that's exactly what you want to do on Umami Ruin. Play as duos. Consider yourself a team of 4, but split your team in 2 people. That's basically the way to go on a lot of maps, especially Umami. But for the moment, Pandemonium are still in position to defend. They have the Deepcaster taking a kill. That's a -2. Almost another kill by Quicklaw, but for the moment they're holding the ground.
Yeah, Pandemonium do need to be very careful though. They are fighting a Rattler mini, so that means that beacons are going to be everywhere, and they are fighting double Splatling comp, meaning they can't take corners lightly, otherwise they will just get shredded. As you saw there, they tried to rush basket, but AJ was just standing their ground with a full charge ready.
I mean, let's just wait because now we're back to neutral position. Quicklo are kind of in a great position right now. They have the offensive specials. They got away with the Zuka. They have a crab ready. Pandemonium are kind of struggling to get back in. Goes me here on the left side with the Frozen Pro, helped by the sword, but not much coming out of it. Quicklo still get control of mid and cement it with that crab.
Yep. They do get a ball in. Unfortunately, not much else. That might not be the best outcome of that push. But again, Quicklo taking the lead does certainly put some pressure on Pandemonium to return to retaliate. We'll just have to see how efficient that retaliation is. As you see, we have missiles ready, and we also have a couple specials also potentially coming online soon. Yet we have Rain and Missiles, a classic combo we've been seeing Pandemonium resort to try and start a push. They do get one, but they do get two, actually. Pardon me, I spoke too soon. But the question is, do they have what it takes to actually get to the basket? Because watch out, look out for those beacons. Those beacons are there, and yep, here we come. And the team just collapses on them. Unfortunately, the Frozen Pro will just get collapsed on. The ball is there. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a good part to pass you off.
Flint is doing some great work. Absolutely shredding everything that Pandemonium threw at them. That's a really nice defense, but for the moment we only got one power clam in the basket. And like more than half of the game is gone.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to clams. Unfortunately, sometimes it does happen like that. Oh my goodness, I don't think Shellnix even knew somebody was there, but then again, hee-ho, we take those as a zip counter user.
So that's a way for Pandemonium to push. They have the economy, but they're losing some clams in the passes.
Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on.
They just need one.
Oh my goodness, what a save! That's a save. My goodness, what a save from Quicklo to prevent the lead. But again, now we're going to have to see how they reciprocate. Are they going to be able to stagger their opponents enough to actually get back to basket? Because Pandemonium has been putting out a lot of pressure here.
Yeah, that situation is very dangerous for Quicklo because, I mean, it's just one power clam in and the lead is out. So they can't afford to let Pandemonium push. And right now, they are in a great position, but they are losing some players one by one. Again, like, the sword is doing so much great work to defend. That's not where you see sword shine, but this one.
Ooh, that was a clean drop from the sword, though. Sorry, I just saw that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the problem that Pandemonium is facing is that, like, they have two weapons that are just able to constantly get in their face, and they don't like that. Like, they want to be, like, getting slowly, but, like, the brush and the dualies are just you know, keeping up a non-stop onslaught. They're trying to get a jump.
They have a jump.
Well,
Jumping in, that's going to be lead taken.
It will be lead.
And they have some rain, they had some ink strikes, so yeah, they still have some positions to go in, get some clams. 48 points left. Half of the objective is done now. But I mean, 16 seconds left. Quicklo need to be quick on the pushback.
Yeah, yes they do. Indeed they do. If Pandemonium manages to score here, it's over. But they also need to move up the field quickly. They need to get themselves something in now. Otherwise, it might just be the end of the set. They have two power clams. But now we need to see how they manage to get close to basket. We have a Zuka almost online for Flint. Oh my goodness. This is not looking good, unfortunately. I hate to be pessimistic before the bell ends, but one goes down from Pandemonium. Another might just fall. Careful.
That might be it. That might be it. Zuka is out. Zuka is ready. Pull your Zuka out. No.
No, that's unfortunate. They wanted. The timer was not in their favor, unfortunately. That is such an unfortunate end to a really good set. Oh my goodness.
They lost a lot of time going in and securing the position on mid, but in this desperate time, you kind of need to rush in without caring too much because it was all or nothing. But yeah, very great play by Pandemonium, taking the lead like in the last seconds, literally the last seconds.
I mean, to be fair, it was a very classic Clams moment of just having like the score be like one power clam each up until the end, where unfortunately one team manages to break away with a big lead. It happens so much in Clams, but you never expect it to end in such tragedy. I was, I mean, like I was enjoying the set so much. I was really hoping for a game 5.
Definitely. I mean, we're all hoping for a game 5. Like, as we're not favoring any team if we're hoping for a game 5.
No favoritism. It's just like, well, we always hope for game 5, but you hate to see it end like that.
I mean, that's how it ends. So 3-1 for Pandemonium. Quicklo is sadly
Indeed.
out of the tournament, but we have a final. We have a final to play right now. It will be Invisible against Pandemonium. So we'll go back to you after a very short break. Don't go anywhere.